Well, last night was amazing. 2016 PBR World Finals, round number 2 is in the books. We're back in the media room getting ready for today's round number 3, and I'll tell you what a great round of action it was last night, and everything kicked off with some fantastic musical talent that you got to witness out front.
Yeah, it was great. And then tonight, Springfield, Jesse's Girl, it's my jam.
Were you singing?
Yes, very loudly. That was me.
Very loudly. Hey, and we talked about 12 rides in the first round, and we talked in our pre-show for, last night's round about it's the rank pin. I don't think there's going to be as many rides, but the rides that are going to be huge. Well, I was half right and half wrong because we had 11 rides, only one less ride than what we had in the first round, and we had 3 rides 89 or higher. It was amazing.
Yeah, and I was really impressed with JB. I wasn't sure how he was going to come out tonight, but he came out really strong and he looked solid. I think he's going to take it.
And you said that yesterday too. But the thing is it's 6 rounds of action. Both Cooper and Kaiki fell off last night, which means JB is already 1 bull up on him on an average. So if they fall any more and JB continues to ride like he did last night, right now, he gained some much needed points and he's within 600 points now of the world lead.
And I'm really interested to see or to talk to Cooper Davis and later and see how he rides tonight. I think he may have been a little bit intimidated by that bull that he drew, but what do you think?
I don't know because they're the 40 top best bull riders in the world, and last night was a rank pin. I don't know if it's intimidation. It's just they're knowing that their life is going to suck for 8 seconds on that arena floor.
Yeah, well, they come out here and they want to win these finals, so they just have to really get going. I would say otherwise JB's going to come out of the corner and just take everybody like the veteran that he really is.
Oh, yeah. And just in a few minutes, we get to see Dustin Lynch live here in Las Vegas. It's going to be I'm going out for that concert. I'm usually stuck in the media room. I don't care. I'm going out tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely one person I'll take a picture with because he makes me look really tall because he's short.
Absolutely. We actually got to sit down and do an interview with him at the World's Toughest Rodeo a few years ago in St. Paul, Minnesota. So, but the nicest guy in the world, and what a way to kick off round 3 later tonight.
Oh, definitely. It's going to be one to remember.
Yeah, and let's talk about it because now we have a slew of guys. We've got probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys with 2 scores coming into round 3 later tonight. That means 1/3 of the championship round is guaranteed. I think you're going to have to ride 2 or 3 head even to have a chance, possibly even 3 or 4.
I think I'm going to have to agree with you on that. I think at least 4 is going to get you set where you want to be.
And we talked about it yesterday. JB is Mr. Consistency at the World Finals. Cooper Davis, the bull that he had last night, he actually rode 365 days ago at the World Finals to win the World Finals event in his rookie year. So there was a lot of drama last night. We're going to see that whole set of Pinnabuckin bulls back again Sunday afternoon in the championship round.
Yeah, because then they get scored. The bulls got scored tonight and Sunday night. Will determine who is going to be the big winner.
Absolutely. And we came in with 9 bulls that were in contention. If my sources have told me correctly, we are down to 8 without a shadow of a doubt right now. Because if everybody watched last night, Cochise and Wallace, De Oliveira was Cochise reared up in the chute, and they had to pull the gate and let that bull out, and he chose to come back and rode Jared Allen's high test, bucked off. But that means that Cochise did not buck out. So relatively figuring, if you're scored on an average of 2 rides, that takes him out of the running because the other 8 actually bucked out tonight.
And, who do you think is going to be the one to win it?
The Bucking Bull?
Yep.
Remember how I said earlier that I think it's going to either be Bruiser or it's going to be Long John when we talked about it yesterday?
Yep.
Long John last night, high bull score, so he is 3/4 of a point, which is huge. going into the final buck out to determine a championship bucking bull, he scored 45.75 points on a bull score last night. It was a huge ride.
Yeah, it sounds big. And I mean, I don't know too much about the bulls, but just seeing the caliber between last night and then the night before in round one, it was really impressive. I mean, I think the riders felt it, the bulls felt it, the energy, especially with the top three, bull riders out there. JB came out strong. Cooper, kind of fell off. I'm really not sure where he was there, and then Kaiki right away. Then, I don't know. Pearl Harbor was good.
Pearl Harbor was good, but not good enough.
Yeah.
But we saw it last year with Airtime. Airtime had a horrible out on Sunday and lost the world championship. That was laid in his hand coming into Sunday. But let's take a minute, because it was a really great night last night with Guilherme Marchi and Ty Pazavan splitting the round win with 89.5 points. So let's throw it over, and we're going to go to the interview and to the exclusive interview that I did with him in the press room immediately following, and then we'll come back and get ready for round three to finish out this day's round threes event before the buck program.
Yep, sounds great. Round three.
All right, here comes the live press conference from last night's round two. And, they talk about the rank pin last night, an 89.5 wins it tonight. Another fantastic 89, but you guys split it. $30,000 for the round win. I don't even know what round two is, but that means a whole lot of money and a whole lot of confidence coming into round three.
Yeah, I know that felt that $30,000. That's going to be pretty nice, and it's a big time confidence for me. I come in here tonight, my wrist was like pretty sore. I didn't know if I was even be able to get on last night, and then I walk back behind the buck and shoots and seeing all them bulls, the best ones in the last night was some of the rankest in the world, but then tonight you go back there and it's kind of like, yeah, I got my hands full tonight, so it feels good.
Absolutely, and Guilherme, you're always known to come through in the clutch. You light this crowd on fire every time that you make a qualified ride, and you've had a storied career in the PBR, and to start off a finals like this with a huge ride, that's got to be a great deal going into the last three rounds.
Of course, like it finds big crowd and, people from everywhere. And when you prepare yourself for be here in the big show and the big, get on the best bulls in the world, it's a lot for me, coming here and rode that bull, only me rode that bull before, and second time this year, he booked me off last year. It's a lot for me, it's a lot for an old man, I feel like 25 years old, I prepared myself to be here and ride strong, and everything start going my way right now, build more confidence for going tomorrow, and I have a chance to pick another great bull tomorrow, and it's cute. A lot of money, the buckle, everything. The dream still go big.
Absolutely. Everybody's here, so I know that you guys are about ready for a press conference. I want to say congratulations and thank you for spending time with us here at the Rodeo Roundup. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Hetland, 2016 PBR World Finals. Round two is in the books, and your co-winners, Ty Pazavan, Guilherme Marchi.
How do you feel first time win one round at sixth final in your career? Depois da sua sexta final na carreira, aliás, sexta não, oitava, né? Como é que você se sente ganhando o primeiro round na sua vida?
Minha?
Yeah.
Minha é 13ª, rapaz, você
Terceira?
tá doido?
Wow. Third.
É bom demais, moço, é bom demais a gente estar aqui na mais uma final mundial, contra os melhores touros, os melhores competidores. Como você falou, eu não ganhei muito round na minha carreira, mas já fui campeão da final de Las Vegas, fui campeão mundial, fui 4 vezes vice-campeão mundial, é o único peão a ter 577 paradas agora na carreira e fui campeão mundial em 2008. Eu acho que para mim é muito gratificante, é bastante gostoso também a gente estar recebendo o povo do Brasil, né, que vem nos prestigiar, passar energia positiva. E eu sinto 100%, estou preparado para esses touros. Ontem eu não tive um bom desempenho, hoje montei num touro muito duro, um touro que tinha só a minha parada e graças a Deus consegui parar nele de novo.
Ty, can you translate that for us?
Never give up.
Never give up.
All right. Thank you.
Ty, I have a question for you. I'm Polly with Rough Gazette. You're hurt.
I'm always hurt.
Well, I don't know a bull rider that
He's
isn't
hurt,
hurt.
but his heart no hurt.
No, well, I hope not. But how is your hand, and what did they say about it?
It's broken. I have to go. Yeah. I might break it more often because I broke it in the first round 2 songs, and I had a good, your gut feeling after you've been hurt so much, you kind of know your body, and I thought it was broke, but I was gonna ride anyways, so it's broken, and I gotta get a CT scan to see if I gotta get surgery after finals. But
I don't know a bull rider that doesn't ride hurt.
Yeah, you have to.
So, but it's good to know that you still
yeah, you have to learn to
go through. Because I know Marchie goes through a lot of pain, and he still goes, and it's wonderful to see the enthusiasm that you
Oh,
have,
thank you
and
very
I've seen
much.
it every year, and I love it. Yes.
You know who make me enthusiastic like that? My kids and
I
you
was gonna
guys.
say your
man.
kids.
You know, because after finals last year, I thought I'd gonna retire. I tore both knees in my bicycle in Canada, and I tried to get on those boots on the finals, and I know, gonna be hard for me and a lot of pain. And after third round, I tore another knee, the left one. But I believe in my God, I believe in myself. When you have a dream, when you have a decision and you follow one line, I think everything's possible for you. And I'm back here this week again, back on 12 in the branch. Maybe I moved a little bit today. I feel happy, happy and proud to myself.
Are you still looking for retirement?
I will next year. I think gonna be my last year. It's kind of say, kind of hard, but I still enjoy. I don't know. I'm not my decision yet. I don't know. Maybe next year I come in and win the world title. Maybe I'm not retired.
Yeah.
Ty, how strong is Big Cat? Is he a pretty strong bull compared to the
Yeah,
others?
no,
I know
he's kind of like a Canadian bull. Like a lot of bulls down here are a little smaller, and I felt like I was kind of back home again.
Oh,
And that's, I was hoping, I didn't know, I've been away because I've been hurt so much. I've missed a lot of the bulls. I tried just not to watch the Bill forecast because it was hard for me to watch him be hurt, sitting home, so I didn't know a lot. And I was kind of hoping he was going to be small because of my wrist, and he could run in the chute, and I felt like I was up there. He was pretty strong.
But you rode the years on him today, boy.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was good.
Do you pick your bulls tonight for tomorrow?
Yes,
Have you looked yet?
Yeah, we got a lot of good bulls tomorrow. It's not the same caliber like today and yesterday.
Right.
And more solid bulls tomorrow, but it's still like 88, 89, 90 bulls. It's gonna be another great round tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, this is a good round to do good in.
Have a chance to pick a good one.
Yeah.
Go get some.
Yeah, no, I'm going to. I've been icing it, and I have to. I ice it.
You know what did he take it for a pen? Whiskey.
Yeah.
You killed the pain, all right.
Jack Daniels.
Yeah, that's true.
Easy on the jack. You got to ride tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. Jack and water.
Ty, coming out of Saskatoon in Canada, you got that title up there, and you're winning the finals right now. You're sitting first. Tell us about your goals from here and where you want to head.
Obviously, then my goals at the start of this year, I set for me to win Canada and to make the World Finals. And I accomplished those. So then I set this for myself to come in here and win the World Finals. But right now, I try not to. In the past, I kind of got too ahead of myself. Just take it one bull at a time, because you can't dwell on whatever happens the last one. We won today, but tomorrow's a new day, and we gotta take it one bull at a time.
Talk about being the first Canadian to win a round with Laramie. First got to win a round since 2009.
Hey, no ask down on the hill where he told you it's a dream when a kid watch Guilherme TV, he's gonna say it again.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I wouldn't just want to split with anybody else. It's pretty cool to be up here with him.
Cool. Thanks.
Any other questions?
Ty,
knowing you guys in the locker room, consider yourself a big family. You know, after seeing what happened to Aaron last night, going out there and winning a round, and you know, kind of just being able, you say it's kind of like being able to rally, just to do well for him.
Yeah, it was for Aaron and for our country and just for all overall. It's a big family. It was tough. Like I've never really experienced anything like that. You know, like that whole arena goes pin drop, and it's you know, it really hits you. Then it everything gets real fast. You know, like, and it's a very dangerous sport. And I'm just glad he's okay.
Well, that last, you haven't experienced that because you were on the end of that.
I've been on the other end where people didn't know if I was gonna walk out, and now, you know, and that flashed in front of my eyes to my family, friends, everybody. You know, like it's a tough thing to deal with. And we're a different kind of athlete. I'll tell you that. Nobody, you know, we're on no $1 million contracts, and we show up here and lay it out on the line every time.
Well, you can see, Ty Posabon, Guillermo Marchi, these guys are on fire, and you can see Ty Posabon talked about his hand being broken, and he's riding through the pain, but that doesn't matter because Ty said, when you have a score like he did last night, he feels no pain at all, and he is ready to go for the next rounds all the way up through Sunday afternoon.
And he did look ready, and how great is it to split the round with one of your greatest friends? I mean, they were just so proud of each other, and to be able to split it with anyone, I'd love to do it with my best friend just like they did.
A Canadian and a Brazilian, the American the night before, it is what it is, but I'm very proud of Ty Posabon because this is tough. He's a Jack Daniels team member, and in round one, he saw his team member and one of his best friends, Aaron Roy, get in a serious accident and get carted out of the arena, and to come back and win it and dedicate his ride last night to him was just something that was unbelievable.
And that's one of my favorite parts, about the sport, bull riding. I mean, everything, it's a family. I mean, they all have each other's backs. They're behind the chutes. They're always there for each other no matter what.
Absolutely. And, tonight, everybody can take a deep breath a little bit because the bulls are down in the caliber a little bit. So I think, round one, 12 rides, round two, 11. I think we're going to see that number bump up tonight as these guys are getting loose and they're getting into their form and getting into the middle of the World Finals. They're getting used to lifestyle in and out of the arena, all the interviews, everything they have to do. And I think they're going to be locked and loaded and ready to go for a pen of bucking bulls that are very rider-friendly tonight. And I think we're going to see a lot of rides and a lot of calculated scores out in that arena floor tonight.
I really hope that we see a 90. I'm kind of crossing my fingers, and we're so close, 89.5, and how close are we? And I really want someone to come out tonight and just take that 90, and the crowd just goes wild and just takes the whole round.
Well, I have a feeling we will, but we're getting ready. We got to go up to see one of my favorite artists, Dustin Lynch, here coming up. So we're going to round out the event pre-show before the buck exclusively right here on the RodeoRoundup.com with your host, Jason Hetland.
And Kirsten Durant. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Peace out.